Welcome everyone, this is Arch Gabe, and today I'm going to be discussing about, well, the title of this clip, it would be Keeping It Real. I thought about doing this clip and just really talk about my experience so far on YouTube, even though I just posted 2 clips, but I just want to share stuff, the things I've gone through, just to post these clips, to even put it together, have the guts to do it, and just really express the things, I'll just put it like this, the mental battles, okay? I might do a playlist on keeping it real, just just discuss about whatever's on my mind. It's not gonna be directly about the system and everything. I don't know. It's not going to be like one of those type of clips that I've created so far as the U.S. government is a totalitarianism and about the breakdown of the Section 2 of the 14th Amendment. No, I'm just going to be doing like a clip that's just keeping it loose. Just discussing what's going on and the stuff I go through, and then I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there will relate. I'm at a cafe, and never did a podcast in a cafe, so I'm not sure how the sound quality would be in the background. So this is like kind of like a little bit of a test run, okay? The stuff that I was going through, putting these clips together so far is, well, one of the thing is, will people listen to the stuff that I share? That's one of the battles I'm going through. A lot of stuff I was going through, matter of fact, just the battle that you have to go through, speaking out and not trying to fit in with the cliques, so your little circles out there, and just being yourself. And when I was putting these clips together, and some of the stuff that I go through is that I could be a perfectionist, and it's really tough to really deal with that, because you try to balance it out. You want to do things right, but then sometimes the stuff you go through in your mind is, this doesn't sound this way, it doesn't sound great, no one's not going to like it, no one's not going to listen to this, all that, whatever, and it just drives you crazy. So I had to really, even though a lot of the stuff I was going through while preparing these 2 clips that I've done so far, some people told me, Gabe, you have a lot of guts doing this, and yeah, I will admit, yeah, it takes guts to do this. This is my journey, So yeah, I listened to my clips before I published them. I listened to it. I could be very critical towards myself. That's part of the mind battle. I could be very, when you do things and you're so critical of yourself, yeah, that's something that you have to be careful. It's always good to leave room for improvement in general in life, but when you have these unwelcome thoughts in your head that just criticize you no matter what you do, there's no grace at all. You have to be perfect all the time. I'm like, look, one, I'm not perfect. Listen to my clips, I could tell, yes, I was nervous. My mind, I think real quick. Even when I tweet, being on social media, I make errors. Shucks. My grammar, I could work with my grammar. A lot of things I'm going to say in this audio, I'm really putting myself out there. In spite of all those things so far, it hasn't stopped me from speaking out the truth, okay? And, listening to my audio, I hear some of my words, the things I guess when you just started out doing audio clips, if somebody's listening and that's a veteran YouTuber, you some of you gonna say, "Oh yeah, I've been through that." You're gonna keep repeating the same words and stuff like that. You're gonna keep saying So yeah, I was doing a lot of the ums on my first clip. So and you know what? Hey, I made mistakes. I just the executing my sentence and just putting things together. Yeah, I'm gonna make some errors in here and there. But the challenge is for me is doing this clip, not give a damn if I make a mistake. I'm gonna fumble a word, or I'm gonna have a problem pronouncing a word together. Okay. If it's not to somebody's liking, they don't have to listen to what I have to say. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna fumble a word off and on. I'm gonna do a lot of ums, and it's expected. I guess when you start recording, knowing that a lot of people you don't even know out there listening, and it gets to you, especially sharing a topic, exposing this system. I'm putting myself out there, exposing this entire system to challenge just about most people narrative. That's a lot. And yeah, I was very critical. I was like, man, I just listened to my audio. I just felt like, damn, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But again, it's nothing wrong to improve yourself. There's always room for improvement. But when you have something that's not really much, when you have that thought that's not really a friend, and to criticize you, that's something that you gotta really be careful. Another thing I notice about myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's listening out there can relate, the comparison trap. You compare yourself to the next person. You compare yourself to somebody that has hundreds and thousands and millions of subscribers, even Twitter, whatever, any social media. And I'm like, that's a trap. And I can't compare myself. It's not a good thing to compare yourself to people. So, and I have to be confident in me. Being confident what you do, and just saying to yourself, you know what? I'm going to do the best I can, regardless how my clip, or maybe I might fumble a word, or I may not have a lot of subscribers, because again, the battles I have to go through, nobody's not going to listen to the things you have to say. Those are the things I was going through. Just again, I just started out, and I figured I just wanted to share this. Nobody's not going to listen to what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm going to post my audio, excuse me. I might do a video, but audios, I'm going to post regardless if people don't want to listen. I can't worry about that. I mean, yeah, I want to get the word out, but I can't control people whether they want to listen to this stuff or not. I mean, nobody can control anyone to listen. So I will continuously be myself, okay? I'm going to share things that is going to be very challenging for most people. And again, sometimes I'm going to slip, I'm going to make mistakes, And I felt like I needed another thing. I wanted to do this because we got these crazy expectations towards one another, right? Especially those grammar Nazis out there. If your grammar is not the best, you got people just criticize you. Got one of those people with the white glove. If you're not to that particular standard, nobody's not gonna listen to you. You got those kinds of people out there, and those are really sad and pathetic people, by the way. But the thing is that every individual out there has something to work on. It could be, I don't know, it could be, your grammar. It could be maybe you don't feel, maybe you're just not very talkative. Maybe you just can't talk to people straight. Maybe, you got some people, they just, whatever you have to work with. Some people just don't like math, or they just can't do math. They freezes, whatever. I mean, I don't like math, you know. But the thing is that we all have something to work on, and the best thing we could do for ourselves is to be our best friend. You know, I'm going through lessons in my life day in and day out. It's always a lesson. And doing these clips right now, I'm so fired up and I want to do it. I cannot allow the negative stuff that comes to your head and tell you that you can't do it. Stop it. I can't worry about whether people are not going to listen. I will not worry whether people are going to subscribe to my channel. Okay. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep it real with people. So that's the overall thing I want to talk about. There's maybe a few more things I wanted to say before I close out. This is going to be a very short clip. I mean, that's the thing we go through. We just, just you gotta be your best friend, really. And no, the next part is that I know some of us, we want to fit into people, and I never really liked that. I always been to myself. I have a few circle of friends in my life, few people, but I never like to be among the popular people. I look at it like this, and through this life experience so far, I say, you know what? No matter what you do, if certain people don't respect you as an individual, don't care what you have to say, no matter what you do, okay, those people are not going to respect you. You could be someone you're not all day. It doesn't matter. At the end, those people are not going to respect you. I mean, that's it. You got to respect yourself, and then you attract the right kind of people. And that's why I have to remind myself every day. But I do stand up for myself. I do stand very firm. And regardless how unpopular I am, I'm going to still be myself. If I have to fight through the mental battles and this and that and the things that come through me about, oh, no, just keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. No one's gonna care what you have to say and da-da-da. I just push my way right through it and just do what I can. So that's the second part. People, again, certain people are not going to respect you. There's nothing you can do about it. You got to respect yourself first. And then you attract the right kind of people. The third part is that, in the so-called freedom movement, I realized that, there's people that you deal with in the same network, the stuff that and I had to deal with a lot of people that, the stuff I tweet about. There are some people that know what I know, but there are cliques. There's little cliques in the so-called movement. And you know what? Regardless if people in the so-called freedom movement, again, it's kind of like go back to the last part. If people don't really see the value or respect me as me being myself, I don't give two flying F's about what these people think, really. And I have to remind myself every time. Even dealing with people in the so-called freedom movement. Freedom Society Republic, I support this organization, and I'm going to do my best to push this organization out there to more and more people. And to share my experience dealing with the freedom movement, I noticed that I don't get a lot of love towards the organization, meaning that there are some people know that I am like one of the main people, I guess, or that opened a page. I have a Freedom Society Republic page on Facebook. I mean, I have a lot of people like it, but I'm talking about people in a certain, in different circles, okay? And I don't see a lot of, I don't get a lot of love. That's what I wanted to voice. I wanted to just kind of like maybe get this off my chest. And I'm like, and I go through stuff too, you know. I'm like, you know what? If they don't care, if they don't care about the page that I'm pushing, Freedom Society Republic, the people in the freedom movement, if they don't care, I don't give a damn. If they don't really support or see or take the stuff what I say seriously, I don't. I'm going to continue to push, to help push this organization, because this organization represents freedom, knowledge, truth, all those things, all the great things. And I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be me. And if it's just, and if let's just say, just to put myself to the test, if certain people don't really, let's say if it's just down to one person or nobody, appreciate the things that I do, I'm going to still be myself, and I'm going to still share the truth, and I'm going to do whatever I can to push this organization, Freedom Society Republic. I am. Period. So, you know, I just needed to bring that up about my experience towards about the freedom movement. It's just, you know, just dealing with people could be challenging. Dealing with yourself is challenging enough. Dealing with people could be also challenging. But you have to learn to be your best friend. You have to learn to be confident. And you're going to have an attitude that I just simply don't give a F if people don't believe what I do or take what I have to say seriously. I don't give a F. So, and I think I'm going to wrap it up towards this clip, keeping it real. I may do another one like this. I'm just testing it out. I may do a playlist on keeping it real. Whatever else on my mind, whatever I need to express, I will share that. And hopefully this will inspire anyone that's listening. Maybe, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people go through what I go through. I'm not anyone special, you know. So I just want to, you know, I guess maybe I'm just putting myself in a vulnerable position to share a different thing, what I go through in my mind and stuff that I have to go through, and then have to fight towards it to whatever task I want to complete. I'm going to have to fight through it or push your way, whatever. But anyway, so that's it for now. I'm going to wrap it up. And thanks everyone for stopping by. And until then, I will see you next time. Bye.